Hi everyone, today I wanted to share a little bit about what happened to me several years ago with PayPal so that it doesn't happen to you, and if it does occur, at least you'll be prepared to take the necessary precautions. My PayPal account was permanently limited and they completely withdrew the entire balance I had in it, leaving it entirely at zero. It was an account we shared with my sister and we used it to sell items from Minecraft and Team Fortress 2. This was several years ago. I'm going to log into the account now. Okay, here's the notice. We are permanently limiting your account. The account is completely unusable. The balance is now at zero. They moved all the funds to their own account. The transaction can't be seen because too much time has passed and it's not in the transaction history, but here I have a screenshot of the transaction where, well, obviously I covered the amount for privacy reasons, and well, it says payment to PayPal. Damages caused to PayPal for violations of the acceptable use policy. All this without giving me any chance to defend myself or any proof that I violated any site policy. First, they told me it was because I was selling items that gave a certain advantage in the game. Later, when I sent PayPal proof that they were cosmetic items, they changed the reason and then said it was because I was selling pirated games or something like that. At least that's what they told me. I mean, they changed the reason in a couple of emails, which is really strange. This is very important. When they limited my account, PayPal told me on 2 different occasions that the balance would be held for 180 days and then I would be able to withdraw it normally. When they limited my account, I received an email in English which clearly stated, it says, PayPal permanently restricts an account due to a violation of the acceptable use policy. Any funds you have in your account will be retained for 180 days. After the 180 days, we'll be reaching out to you with specific instructions on how to withdraw any available funds from your PayPal account. They placed restrictions on my account, so I'm assuming it was an automated notification. But this particular message was clearly written by an actual customer service rep. Now, when I asked in Spanish about when I could access my funds, well, it says pretty much the same thing as the other email. Due to the potential risk of user disputes and possible fund reversals, the remaining balance in your account will be temporarily held, which honestly seems like a reasonable precaution for them to take. Just in case there happened to be any issue with a buyer down the line and they needed to process a refund or handle something similar to that. But well, your balance will be held for 180 days. The funds will be available for withdrawal. In my case, the full 180 days passed with no contact or refund. And I can't even check my account balance, as I demonstrated before, but it's because they moved the balance to one of their own accounts. Well, what can you do, right? If the same thing happened to your account as it did to mine, well, each case is different, you know? If you're convinced you've actually broken one of PayPal's rules, don't bother wasting your time because the chances are incredibly low that you'll get your account back or have them consider your appeal. But if your situation matches mine perfectly, convinced that PayPal made a mistake and you didn't break any rules, yet they still took your money unfairly, then in that case, it's definitely worth fighting. The most important agencies where you can file a complaint are the following. The first one is the Central Bank of Singapore. In my case, since my account is based in Argentina but actually falls under PayPal Singapore's jurisdiction. If they don't refund your money after 180 days, you can submit a formal claim right here. I'll drop the links for you below. You reach out to them, fill in all the required details, and then they'll provide feedback. FiDReC. If the Monetary Authority of Singapore doesn't resolve it or you want to take it further, well, FiDReC is an official mediation center. It handles complaints against financial institutions in Singapore, and PayPal falls under its jurisdiction too. Under PayPal LTE Ltd, if I remember correctly. You don't need a lawyer, just explain your case and attach the evidence. Then there's also the CFPB, which stands for the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. In the United States, you can submit a new complaint with the CFPB, since it's a federal government agency. They actually do accept international complaints and then forward them straight to PayPal Holdings Incorporated. The Better Business Bureau. It isn't operated by the government, but it carries real weight since businesses prioritize their reputation. When you post the case here, well, it gets published and PayPal almost always responds. It's fast, free, and 100% online, so why not do it? Argentina's consumer protection. It doesn't hurt. Always to a government agency. Officially recorded. And well, in all cases, the most important thing is to document everything. Emails, screenshots, dates, transaction IDs, and save everything in a folder. Make sure to keep everything stored in a separate dedicated folder. And let me repeat, this isn't about seeking revenge or targeting those who actually committed illegal acts or violated concrete rules. But it's for honest people, the ones whose accounts PayPal closed by mistake and who lost their money. It's a truly depressing situation, incredibly stressful, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone at all. Actually, I'm making this video so that if anyone's in the same situation as me, they'll know a little about what to do. And, well, if this is your case, keep insisting, and if this video helped you, share it. Maybe it'll save someone else from going through the same thing I went through.